It's O-S-C-A-R.
Get ready for a retro revolution as 3 teams of chefs from completely different generations take on the classics.
Hamburger Helper! This is my mom in a box here.
These pizza rolls scream my childhood.
Next, the teams will have to flash forward and put their spin on one of today's viral food sensations.
It looks like you said, I am going to take you to the future.
It's a very fetch-looking dish.
Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not gonna happen.
A little bit of fire!
So good.
Great food transcends generations. In the final round, it's a showdown between old school and new school to see which chef stands the test of time. What's up, chefs? Now, whether you were raised by hippies or helicopter parents, the food of your childhood defines you, no matter when you grew up. Take a look at the chef standing next to you at your station. That chef will be your partner today. Each team of 2 has an old school chef and a new school chef. For the first 2 rounds, you'll work as a team. And then in the final round, the winning team will split apart and go head to head. If you want to make it to the final round, you're gonna have to bridge the generational gap with your partner. We begin, as always, by winding back the clock to a year in the past. Let's find out what it is.
Yeah, let's do it! Yeah.
Whoa!
I remember it well. I was 1. Oh, boy.
The year is 1993. Whitney Houston declares, "I will always love you." Women are topping the charts and making headlines.
I, Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Fashion sees a surge in crop tops, faux fur, and capri pants, and Kate Moss cements herself in fashion history. Kids are going cuckoo for funny movies and chocolatey cereals. Adults are enjoying lychee martinis and Zima, while all the cool kids are filling their lunchboxes with kid-approved fare.
Gushers, the fruit snack with the blast.
Your judges tonight include 2 acclaimed chefs who also happen to be father and son. Award-winning Dallas restaurateurs and chefs, Julian and Beto Rodarte.
Love your place.
Chefs, I've got a surprise for you. You've actually got a 3rd judge tonight. She won our hearts as Kelly Taylor on Beverly Hills 90210. OMG, it's Jennie Garth. Jennie, it's crazy that you're here, and I have a million questions for you, but I also have to get started. Chefs, inside this time capsule are food items that we loved to eat way back in 1993, plus a vintage cooking gadget. Let's open the time capsule. Whoa. We've got Dunkaroos, a Sloppy Joe, and a few bottles of Snapple. And your cooking gadget is my all-time favorite cooking gadget, a Snoopy snow cone machine.
Yum yum fun that is cool and keen, and its name is the Snoopy snow cone machine.
Has anyone here used a Snoopy snow cone machine? You have.
Yeah.
Josh, do you have any idea what it is?
No idea, but I'm glad you do.
Your mission is to use these ingredients from '93 and that classic snow cone machine to whip up a fresh, flavorful, and modern masterpiece. And you've only got 30 minutes to do it, so pop your hair into a scrunchie and lace up your Doc Martens. And go.
What are we doing? Let's go.
I'm gonna take our knives out, okay?
So I want to do a 3-course meal. I use a Snapple in a cocktail, the Dunkaroos in a dessert, and I want to remake the Sloppy Joe.
3 courses.
3 courses,
You know
all
we
on one plate.
30 minutes, right?
No, we got an hour. There's 2 of us.
Oh boy, okay. Where were you in '93, Pete?
I was working at the mansion on Turtle Creek,
Where you go?
Dallas, Texas.
I was still a baby in '93. I was drinking milk and baby food. But I grew up on some of these snacks, so they were still around in my youth.
Dunkaroos, Dunkaroos, you don't just eat your Dunkaroos.
We're taking that 1993 nostalgic Sloppy Joe, amping it up a little bit by incorporating a little bit more flavor into it, as well as some higher quality meats like ground pork and ground lamb. I'm gonna go ahead and add the pre-made meat into this, okay? We're gonna spice it up, make it pretty southwestern with some baked beans and then mole to tie in with the Sloppy Joe. What I love most about being a chef is being able to express my creativity and watch other people enjoy that creativity.
What we're doing is some baked beans. We're gonna cook these up, get some of this liquid out, roasting some poblanos here. That's gonna go on top with a little Dunkaroo crumble. We're making a little mole with Snapple. It's got chilies, peanuts, raisins, got a little tomato. Snapple, of course. We use the mango Snapple, so it's gonna be very tropical mole.
I make moles all the time, at least 3 or 4 times a week.
Most of my background has been down in Texas and New Mexico, Colorado. I'm a private chef and caterer at High Mountain Cuisine in Santa Fe, New Mexico. I'm very competitive. I love to go into other restaurants and see what the other chefs are doing and then try to do it better.
You want tortillas in?
Yeah, please.
Yep, got it.
That's great.
Julian, you were born in 1993.
I was born in 93. It was when I first saw the light of day.
93 was the year Beverly Hills 90210 really took off.
Everyone's they can't get enough of it.
I still have people that don't like me because I stole Brenda's boyfriend in 1993.
We got mango and peach. Do you have a preference?
Depending on what direction we're going.
The mango's pretty good.
Snapple is a super product, perhaps the only good that has ever come out of New York.
So they've got amazing ingredients they have to use from 93. What's your favorite Snapple flavor? Mine's the classic Diet Peach.
Didn't Snapple always have that cute little message under the lid?
Yes.
That was the whole thing about Snapple, right?
The Hawaiian alphabet has only 12 letters. Very interesting.
Well, it's so informative.
So, Chef Douglas, what direction are we going with?
We are making a traditional Cuban Sloppy Joe, ode to where it was invented in Cuba, in Havana, at a bar called Sloppy Joe's.
Well, how about that?
Yeah.
So, and obviously you come from that background, so
Yeah,
you know.
my parents are both from Cuba.
Yeah.
We're gonna add some capers and olives and make it more Cuban. And then we're gonna take the Dunkaroo and make a dessert with the Dunkaroo called natilla.
So how do you guys feel about the generation gap? I think you guys might actually have the biggest gap of the 3 teams.
I think that's a good thing. We can mesh a little bit. I can bring the new stuff, you can bring the old stuff. You know? I'm in good hands, I feel.
Yes, you are.
Absolutely.
So I've been nominated for 6 James Beard Awards, and in 1993, I won for Rising Star. I have nothing to prove. I just don't want to get eliminated in the first round. That's it. Go big or go home.
Oh, yeah. So I'm making a little simple syrup here with the mango Snapple. I have a little lemon zest, a little sugar. I'm just reducing it down. This is going to go into our cocktail. I have a creme anglaise going here for our dessert that we're making as well. I will say I have made creme anglaise one time in my life, and it was in culinary school, but I did good in culinary school, so I'm 23, and I think 100% people judge me by my cover before they see me in a kitchen. Young people like me, it's really hard to get out there. I've had multiple people tell me that I don't look like I belong here, so I'm here today to prove all those people wrong.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, it totally works.
What are we doing?
So we're doing a Southern Italian style meatball. So basically, since this meat's already cooked, it's not gonna have the same binding properties as a raw meat meatball.
Right. Totally.
You gotta find a way to case it. So we're using the Dunkaroos to make a breading for them that we will coat them with and then try to fry them off and serve it with some charred brisket.
Nice.
Got it.
Nice. And then how about the Snapple?
We've taken the mango Snapple and we're gonna reduce it down to a mango Snapple balsamic sauce. A lot of like tropical kind of Caribbean spices to really just lean into the mango vibe of it all. Cool. While I may not have as many years as a lot of the seasoned vets might have, I know for a fact that I've done more with the years that I have than anybody on my side of the line.
You're driving the Italian, you're driving the kind of Caribbean. Is that what's going on right now?
We're just thinking outside the box. Keeping it simple. Before I became a chef, I was a correctional officer at the Los Angeles County Jail. I wanted to become a chef, and I said I quit, and I haven't looked back since. If you look at through the prism of food, you realize that at some point in life, we all had the same grandmother.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Here we go. Oh, you know what?
How we doing? Other way.
There we go.
There we go. Come
now
on.
we're cooking with fire.
How many blondes does it take to understand this thing?
Oh my goodness, that's Snoopy all
Ooh,
backwards.
baby.
No more Dunkaroos.
We're good?
Yeah.
I think so.
Teams, 15 minutes left to rethink 1993.
So I'm working on the meatball mix.
We got some ginger there. You got some coriander.
Beautiful.
A great little nutmeg in there. A touch of the ground clove. That stuff is powerful.
Okay.
And some cinnamon.
Yes, chef.
Dutch is looking good. Are the spices coming through?
Yeah, but they're in the background and they're adding depth.
Gotcha.
They're not like, it's not overpowering or anything like that.
Natilla is a classic Cuban custard thickened with cornstarch, like a pudding. It's set in a cup. We're gonna have more of a pronounced vanilla flavor to the natilla.
And we're gonna
Where are we at?
chop that up for the beans. Leave the seeds in. This is looking good. Almost there.
How much pepper you need?
Let's just dice that whole thing.
I see a lot of spices, a lot of chilies.
Yes.
How we doing, Chef Peter?
Doing great. How we doing, Dallas?
You got enough chilies in there?
Oh, yeah, we're getting there.
Bring on the heat.
I expect something spicy coming out of there.
You need both of these poblanos?
Yeah, I would love for that.
Hey, if it doesn't make me sweat or cry, it's not spicy enough. That's how I feel.
We're doing 15 of these bad boys. Each judge gets 3. If we can get these fried off in the next like 5 minutes, I think we're in really good shape.
We got that.
That's sweet.
A little more spice?
I think a little more spice, some salt even, maybe to balance it out. Maybe some sort of acidity.
Oh, acid. Let's use lime juice.
Peter.
Yeah.
Betsy.
Hello, hello.
I give you Jennie Garth.
I'm guessing you never watched Beverly Hills
Didn't, I was a little
90210.
young. I was a little young.
I watched it.
You watched it?
Oh, yeah.
Aw,
Was she your favorite character? This is a great time to
always.
say yes.
Oh, the whole time.
good answer.
My partner and I working great together, bouncing ideas off of one another. You know, we kind of like, we complete each other. You complete me, Josh.
I think you complete me too. You hear that? My voice cracked, so you know I'm being honest.
Pulling down my little simple syrup here.
This is called the Old Havana Dark Rum, Snapple Mango Simple Syrup reduction, which will give it a little twist, and topped off with a little bit of champagne.
Last thing I'm doing, a charred frisée right now. It's a bitter green. It counteracts some of the sweeter flavors we've got going on here with our sauce. Hopefully this will be like a simple, savory kind of bitter counterpoint.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes, heard.
You got them dropped?
Yep.
Okay. Woo-wee. 3 minutes left. If Chef comes back with some finished meatballs that worked out and are ready to go and game over, I think we won. If not, then we're going home.
They're almost there, brother.
Yes, Chef.
1 minute.
1 minute.
1 minute,
all right.
Chef.
You're coming out. Look at that. These are gonna be fine.
I'm gonna get the beans out the oven, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Go for it.
Sorry.
I like what I'm seeing. Smells good.
You need a little microwave on top of that.
Yeah,
meatball?
it needs something. More fennel fronds over the top, maybe, just a couple.
Okay, gotta go fast.
Oh, I need a light.
You're good, you're good.
Deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
Hands up.
Oh.
Good job. You're a good leader, man.
We did it.
Yeah.
You know, there's 3 things on every plate. I'm amazed. I think the judges are gonna love it.
Douglas, Jess, tell us what you came up with.
The Sloppy Joe sandwich was actually invented in Cuba, so we took the actual Sloppy Joe and converted it into more of a savory dish. We added olives, capers, peppers. Then we took the Dunkaroos and we made a dessert out of it called natilla, made like a foam with strawberries on the bottom and the Dunkaroos on the top. And finally, we made a simple syrup out of the Snapple, and we made a cocktail called the Old Cuban.
Very ambitious.
Very ambitious.
The Old Cuban is my favorite drink, and nobody ever knows how to make an Old Cuban, so I'm very excited. It's tasty.
I can hear the toasted brioche. I buttered the brioche first to get a little extra flavor on it.
Don't start bragging. You can hear from over here.
Right on.
It's not a typical Sloppy Joe that I used to taste in high school. Very good job of adding more flavor to this. I can really taste the capers, really enhance it.
Flavors of the Sloppy Joe is delicious. Love the olives. I'm a big olive fan. The dessert for me, doesn't quite feel too much like a dessert. I know you put the Dunkaroos in there. I don't get a lot of the Dunkaroo. I am missing a little bit of the sweetness. I could have used maybe a little bit more Snapple in the cocktail.
The bread has such a beautiful flavor and crunch. Delicious. Nice job on that. The dessert for me was tricky because I wasn't sure if it was supposed to be creamy or fizzy. I just didn't quite get it. Sorry. But I got this, and I liked it.
Douglas and Jess, great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Peter and Betsy, you're up.
So today what we have prepared for you is a modern mole Joe.
So we browned lamb and pork and beef, and then we added the sloppy joe that we had, and then we added the mole to the sauce instead of the old sloppy joe sauce.
On the side, we have some baked beans, then we've topped it with Dunkaroos to kind of create a little bit of a crust for you.
And the Dunkaroo crumbled. We used the snow cone machine.
I have one of those in my kitchen myself, you know.
Only thing I will say, I do wish there was a little bit more color. You know, it's a lot of brown.
Right.
You do have the pop of green from the charred poblano, but I just do wish there was just a little bit more kind of like pop, wow, you know.
Totally agree.
This tastes so good. The beans, oh, I love them.
The lamb is there. I can taste it. I love roasted poblanos and chilies in there.
Yeah.
Delicious. Where's the Snapple?
The Snapple is in the mole.
It's in the mole. Okay, so mole, I can taste the chilies in there. They would just hit me a little harder.
Yeah.
You know, that's all.
You guys have brought me to the conclusion that sloppy joes should be made with lamb. Love the idea of doing a mole with a sloppy joe. That makes so much sense. The only thing that I am just kind of like wanting is just more savoriness. There's a lot of sweet components throughout. So where is the savory component that's just gonna tie it all together and add that another level of complexity?
Thank you, guys.
Great job.
Thank you.
Great job. Thank you.
Damon and Josh.
What's up?
Well, you're up. Tell us what you made.
Well, we did a meatball coated with the Dunkaroos, balsamic mango Snapple reduction, and then we took a frisée, grilled it to balance the flavors.
I'll be the first to say I appreciate that you didn't do a sloppy joe, and you guys are the one team that I actually thought outside of the box, and we're like, we're gonna take all the components of what we were given from 1993 and completely reimagine what could basically be transformed with those ingredients.
It's delicious.
I can see that you improved on the flavors on the sloppy joe. I can taste the spices in there. This glaze, I wish you had more in there. You know, don't be shy with the sauce. Come on. All the problems of the world can be solved with a little sauce. Okay?
Get lost in the sauce, kids.
But good flavors.
Yeah, great flavors. Tons of spices throughout, a lot of complexity there. So big props from that aspect. I was looking for some kind of acidity, more savory notes. It is a little rich and one-dimensional in that aspect, but very, very creative.
This drizzle, I just want to rub it everywhere.
You
It's
want
so
more,
good.
right? You want more.
It's sweet, it's spicy.
Yeah.
I like the heat. Nice job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good job.
Chefs, the way you transformed those 1993 ingredients in the time capsule was incredible.
Thank you for bringing the fun. I mean, where else are you going to eat a Dunkaroo crusted anything?
Yes.
It was so fun.
The first team moving on with us is Douglas and Jessica. Congratulations, you're moving on. And the team joining them in the next round is And the team joining them in the next round is Josh and Damon. Congratulations.
We tried.
Peter and Betsy, absolutely loved your lamb sloppy joe. Ultimately, what sent you home is that while it was a delicious lamb sloppy joe, it was still just a sloppy joe. And we were looking for you to kind of take the idea of what those ingredients are and just really reimagine them and put yourselves onto the plate. But it's been so much fun having you guys here.
Thanks so much for joining us. Bye. Congratulations, chefs. Now, the past is history. Your next challenge is set squarely in the present. It's about an entire genre of food videos that has become hugely popular. It's the tiny food trend. What? People love food, and they love adorable things. That's why they love me. So this craze was inevitable. Tiny food mania started in Japan, as all cute things do, and quickly spread across the planet. Now the four of you are gonna undertake the enormous task of making a mini meal that's big on flavor, because only one team will survive this challenge. You've got 30 minutes for your petite plates. You ready? Then go small or go home, literally. Go!
Let's do this.
I think I should be driving the bus this time since you did last time.
I'll let you drive the bus. How's that?
This is totally out of my comfort zone. I'm gonna trust my partner here, and we're gonna win this.
I have never made tiny food like this, but we'll see.
I've been watching some of the videos on the viral trends, and I think they're a lot of fun.
So I'm making pasta for super tiny raviolis. We're making a take on ravioli al uovo. It's basically one big ravioli with an entire egg yolk in it. But instead of one big ravioli, we're gonna have a freestanding egg yolk that's covered with little raviolis, like an over-easy egg yolk. It kind of melts when you open it.
I think it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, taking something like a ravioli, shrinking it down even smaller, little tiny bites that just bursts of flavor in your mouth. But my hope is that they don't go small on the flavor aspect, right?
Yes.
We are going to make some tuna tartare tostadas, mini of course. Chef Douglas here is gonna make a really nice black bean puree. We're gonna do a nice little salsa. It's all gonna be really pretty and fresh and light. Currently specialize in fish right now, so I'm gonna dice up this ahi tuna really nice and fine. I probably touch anywhere from 200 to 300 fish every day.
Teams, just 15 minutes left to prove that tasty things come in tiny packages.
This is a tomatillo salsa I'm making. I'm gonna roast tomatillos, serrano chilies, and garlic in a cast iron skillet to get a nice char on them. I am known as the godfather in Latino cuisine because I started the whole movement.
I know for a fact this dish is gonna be nice and bright. It is gonna be day and night from the one that we presented last round.
I wanted it to be a little thicker, but I think I'm gonna be fine.
How's it taste, Chef?
Fiery as heck.
Fiery.
I'm super happy with this.
That's what I like to hear.
With his pasta making abilities, I'm gonna be his sous chef.
Honestly, him letting me take lead is how I know he's truly a seasoned chef. He doesn't have anything to prove. We're not doing this for the ego. We just want to make the best dish.
So this pancetta, I'm gonna do a nice fine dice, and then we're gonna render it out, and it's gonna be a garnish for our dish.
Why is small food so fun to look at?
You don't feel guilt when you eat it. It's so
See?
tiny.
You're like, I ate a whole pizza, but it was this big.
So this is just a hard cheese, pecorino and Parmesan, with some egg yolk to kind of pull it together into a filling that's a little bit easier to work with and spread.
What are you making?
So here we're making little baby anilotis.
Anilotis?
Yes.
Aniocles?
Yeah, little baby aniocles.
Wait, so did you make this pasta fresh?
I did.
You can do that in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go tiny or go home.
We gotta go fast here.
It's gonna be very difficult.
5 minutes, teams.
All right, we gotta move.
5 minutes.
What we're trying to do is leave this raw egg yolk as the star of the dish. Only problem is a raw egg yolk is volatile. It could break on us. So how we're gonna get around that is we are gonna try baking these for the briefest of times, just really to set the proteins. If we had time, we would individually steam each one of these eggs. We don't have time. So we're gonna take the egg yolks and just put the whole thing in the oven. The risk is that the bowls explode. If the bowls explode, I think it's safe to say that we went out in a blaze of glory.
We gotta go fast here.
The other team is super talented, and I'm really concerned about that dish you're making.
Bowls are not even hot to the touch. We're looking good. Let's plate around these. We need all of our time to do it.
Salsa's gotta get on the plate, Douglas.
I got you.
It's gotta get on the plate.
How's the pasta looking, Josh?
It's looking good, chef.
It's gonna be down to the wire.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Bring those mini creations over to the judges.
Great job, you guys.
I think we did good. We got everything on there that we wanted.
Good.
We did our best.
And the egg thing worked.
I mean, this is beautiful. This was my vision.
Judges, inspired by the tiny viral food trend, our chefs took on tiny food. Damon and Josh, tell us your tiny take on tiny food.
So what we've got here is a tiny deconstruction of ravioli al uovo with a carbonara sauce. In the traditional presentation of this dish, you'll have a single ravioli that's only filling is an egg yolk. Instead of having one singular egg yolk wrapped inside a large ravioli, we created tiny raviolis and used them to kind of drape around our egg yolk instead.
I'm so impressed that you tackled pasta in that short amount of time. That is a feat. I'm kind of wondering though about, because the challenge was tiny foods, I kind of think of multiples, and that there's only 2 ravi. I don't know. My eyes want more tininess, but I'm sure the flavor is not tiny.
So I think you nailed the tiny aspect of the raviolis. I'm eating with my eyes already and salivating. Not only were you able to execute pasta dough in a short amount of time, but you're able to make it al dente, which is how I love my pasta. Anything beyond that is a travesty. So big props to you. The only thing I wish is that I had more like filling inside, like though it is tiny, the filling is very tiny too.
Yeah.
What's inside is delicious. There's just not enough of it, you know?
Yep.
The crunchiness on the pancetta, perfect. I wish it was a little more.
Sure.
That's all.
I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Jessica and Douglas, tell us about your take on the tiny food.
Today we have made a tuna tostada. We have a nice little black bean puree. We have a nice tomatillo serrano salsa.
Beautiful presentation, and it does look fresh. There's 3 of them, and it's exciting. So I think you guys did a great job. Thank you. Do you eat the whole thing in one bite?
You can. Do one bite?
Yeah, just we made a little finger food. Feel free to just grab it, go for
Look
it.
at that. Beautiful. Little bite on the salsa.
Oh, yeah.
Tuna, even though it has nice flavor, I would have put a little, I don't know, some kind of umami flavor in there, a little more, just to make it jump a little more. Otherwise, it gets lost with the salsa has so much power.
But the beans almost come in like a cooling effect right afterwards. So it doesn't overpower the dish, in my opinion. You guys really encapsulated not just tiny bites, but tiny ingredients and tiny garnishes that went along and really accompanied this dish very well. So
That was all my partner right here.
props.
And the little tiny tostada shells, they were made with love, and I can tell. They're delicious.
Well said. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Chefs, there was a lot of love for your little food.
It was so fun to see you guys take on this challenge and just have a good time with it.
The team moving on to the final round is Douglas and Jessica. Congratulations.
Congratulations, chef.
Damon and Josh, we really appreciate you guys and wish you the best on your journeys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What do you think you learned from the other generation?
They genuinely want to learn, improve their craft, and become as good as they can be. The only way you can do that is by embracing everyone in your circle. Everyone has value.
Anyone who says the older generation is stuck in their ways has no idea what they're talking about.
You're the enemy now, you know that, right?
Whoa, people change so fast.
Congratulations, Douglas and Jess. You are tonight's finalists. You'll now go head-to-head in one final battle. How do you feel going against Douglas?
I'm excited. You know, I've learned a little bit about how he works. I've learned his little weaknesses, his strengths, and I think I can play it a little bit.
Oh, now you get to exploit that invaluable information against each other. The stakes could not be higher. $10,000. On your way to the final round, you've conquered the past and the present. But the last dish you'll have to contend with is a timeless classic, chicken and waffles. The idea of topping a waffle with fried chicken came from the American South. In 1881, Abby Fisher included a recipe for the dish in one of the first African-American cookbooks ever published. And when Herb Hudson opened Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in LA in 1976, it was official. This Southern delicacy had conquered the entire nation. Chefs, to walk away tonight's champion, you can either make an impeccable plate of the traditional chicken and waffles, or you can totally reinvent it. The choice is yours. You have 45 minutes to make a plate of chicken and waffles for the ages. You ready? Go, go, go.
Oh, this is a lot to do in 45 minutes.
I'm excited about chicken and waffles.
I'm grabbing chicken breast because ain't nobody got time to fry anything bone-in. I am so proud of myself for making it to this final round. I'm ready to bring it. It's my turn to take down Douglas. To me, waffles can be kind of heavy. I mean, I'm team pancake, so I'm gonna do kind of a risk here. And I'm gonna do not a waffle, but I'm gonna do something called a hoe cake. A hoe cake is traditionally like a fried cornmeal type of pancake. I think I'm gonna do a little spicy honey as well. I will say the most important part of chicken and waffles, though, is that breading on the chicken. I feel comfortable with it, though. What are you making over there, Douglas? You wanna tell me?
I'm doing a super modern twist with a French flair, a chicken black truffle sausage, crispy lollipopped chicken leg, braised cabbage, and chili honey, with a brioche, French toast, waffle.
French toast?
30 minutes left to whip up a plate of chicken and waffles.
My personal favorite way of breading this chicken is you do a dry mix, you go into the wet, and then back into the dry, but you make this third dry kind of crumbly. Crumble some buttermilk in here, and it makes those little crunchy bits on the outside that are really, really nice.
I'm going two kinds of chicken. I'm going chicken sausage and chicken thigh.
All right, these are looking really good. How's it going over there, Douglas?
I'm doing all right.
Do you miss me?
I do. I would have you doing this right now.
They all say that.
Sausage is one of my most passionate dishes that I really enjoy making a lot. I'm gonna lean on the things that I already know. I've made thousands of pounds of sausage in my life, and I feel very confident about this challenge. Come on, baby. Time is the key to a perfect sausage, something I don't have. A waffle is gonna have vanilla, eggs, brioche, and butter. More butter, more better. Bringing it all.
Do you like chicken and waffles?
I do.
It's a little messy.
Quit complaining, Beto. What would you do?
I would do like a thin crepe as the waffle and do a little bit more of a delicate approach with the chicken, maybe like a panko crusted. I don't know, I just maybe would try to lighten it up a little bit.
I would stay with the traditional myself. I am sorry, I'm an OG. I'm gonna stay with making the best chicken and waffles.
So I would make little chicken and waffle bites. So we're not hoping that like you got just the right amount of syrup or just the right amount of garnish or whatever it is. It's one bite composed, easy to eat, just like that.
Chicken and waffles, you get some sort of syrup on there. I'm going for hot honey. I'm kind of merging the hot Nashville chicken just to kind of add a little something, because you know, Douglas is a complicated dude. He does very intricate things, and I want to make sure mine stands up to that. So I'm doing a little chili flakes. I think I'm actually gonna add just a little bit of maple syrup in there too.
Sausage and braised cabbage go very well together. I want to win that $10,000. If I win the $10,000, I plan on letting my wife plan a vacation wherever she wants to go. My wife is everything to me, and I'm here today because of her, and I'm a better chef today because of her. So I really want to win badly. My sausage looks super sexy, soigné. So I'm gonna take the brioche bread and I'm gonna take most of the brown crust on the outside off. And then I'm gonna take the inside and make a custard and fold in so the bread soaks up a lot of that custard, and then put it in the waffle iron. I'm going with French toast because it really goes well, and it's more of a savory kind of flavor with the chicken and waffles.
About 15 minutes remaining for you to put your own spin on chicken and waffles.
Okay, ooh, oh yeah.
How we doing, chef?
I feel very good with what's going on over here. I'm liking what I'm seeing. These hoe cakes are turning out really, really beautiful.
You hear chicken and waffles, immediately what goes through your head thinking about how you're gonna take on Chef Douglas?
I have learned over the past 2 rounds, Chef Douglas is an ambitious guy, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I think a dish like chicken and waffles is best simple. Feeling pretty good over here. I'm really excited about it.
Thank you.
The dish you're cooking right now could be worth $10,000.
I mean, if I won this, it would just feel so good. I was the youngest one here today. I'm only 23. You know, compared to all these other people, I don't really have as much experience as them. I'm here to prove that I'm not just the little blonde girl in the kitchen anymore. I want to win so bad to just prove to my generation of chefs that we don't have to let these old guys walk all over us. Oh man, I like that. If I can win this $10,000, I want to use it to travel and see the world and try all these different cuisines and make myself a better chef.
This is a truffle Calabrian chili honey with a little truffle oil. And the sauce has to tie it all together.
I kind of smell a little burnt waffle going on over there. It's not exactly the greatest smell ever. I'm like worried for him, you know?
I think they're a little bit overcooked.
Oh man, there's disaster happening next to me right now. I might have a chance to win this.
Might be a little caramelized, but
Did you fix your waffles over there?
you know what? They were caramelized, but I don't think they were burnt.
Caramelized, okay, okay.
The waffle iron was so hot, and it came out pretty dark, but I tasted it right away, and it didn't taste bitter.
I think I'm definitely gonna have to add a little bit of salt in here. These chicken tenders might be a little bit under-seasoned, so I'm definitely gonna finish in a little salt.
I'm frying some chicken legs. I simply just put salt and pepper and added rice flour to get that crunchy texture on it. My chicken drumstick is not where my main flavor is. I wanted to have more of a texture, to add texture to the dish.
1 minute.
Gotta start plating. How did I count wrong? I'm realizing that I miscounted and I'm short 1 hoe cake. I'm gonna have to just keep going.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Bring it over to the judges.
Those last couple minutes went by really fast. I wanted to put 2 on each plate. One of them only got 1, unfortunately. I really misread that time.
I'm very proud of it. I'm a little concerned that my French toast may be a little dark, but I think my flavors will take me over the hump.
All right, judges, our chefs took on the timeless classic, chicken and waffles. Jessica, tell us what you made.
I made hoe cakes, because I am team pancake over waffle. As far as the fried chicken, I went pretty simple because I think that good fried chicken is just all about that batter. I also did a nice, spicy honey glaze, and then it's topped with some chives.
I love the idea of doing a hoe cake because it's a little bit more savory. I'm more of a savory guy. I've just got one complaint. Are you trying to tell me something? Because I got 1 hoe cake and everybody else got 2, all right? Other than that, though, I'm excited to dive in.
I've never heard of a hoe cake, but I'm excited to dive into a hoe cake. That's for sure. Crispiness.
Jenny, how was your hoe cake?
Hoe cakes are good. Who knew?
Jess, you nailed the texture of the fried chicken. It is crispy and everything I dream of when it comes to that nice bite in a fried chicken. The syrup itself, absolutely delicious. I love the hoe cake. All of it together, it hits.
I think you achieved the crispiness and the bark on the chicken. The cake, a little dense. I was hoping it would be a little lighter. It delivers on the sweetness, but I think that it could have been a little more spicy too. But good overall.
Jessica, great job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Tell us, Douglas, what'd you come up with?
I did a brioche French toast waffle, a truffle and chicken sausage, braised cabbage, crispy fried chicken leg, and a calabrese chili honey to tie it all together.
Look at this, little hat.
You won't get your fingers dirty if you hold your drumstick with that.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you think of everything.
Genius.
From a visual aspect, it's gorgeous. It's what I would expect of a James Beard awarded chef.
Just on the presentation alone, you went for the fans.
It's complex, but it's not complicated.
Thank you.
That's like my relationship,
Complex.
but not complicated. Let's dig in.
That's good.
The one I'm most proud of on there is that sausage.
Yes. Well seasoned. The sauce has a bang there. It really creates that flavor that I was looking for. I think I would cook my chicken a little bit less. There's some dry spots in there. On the sausage, maybe because it was grind so fine, it got a little dry. But I think the flavors were real good.
Thank you.
The waffle is so tender and light and crunchy, but not burnt.
Phenomenal. It is not burnt, not the slightest. If anything, it has delicious texture. The crispiness of the chicken is absolutely delicious. I'm glad you left the skin on because I think it needed, because it was a tad bit over fried, just ever so slightly, but there's just so much technique. It was effortlessly pulled off in the 45 minutes you were given.
Thank you.
Douglas, great work. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Douglas and Jess, you both did an incredible job on your take of the timeless classic, Chicken and Waffles. And the winner of tonight's Battle of the Decades and $10,000 is... Douglas, congratulations.
A pleasure.
Jessica is my teammate. I want to thank her first. We wouldn't have made it to this final round if it wasn't for her. I'm very happy I had her as a cohort. The second person I want to thank is my wife for all her support, and that money's for her. I'm going to take her on a vacation anywhere she wants to go.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yes, sir.